Hey, Roman Trusser here with Peak Fitness, and today guys is another 2 in 10 video, and today guys we're going to be focusing on back and bis. So like I stated in the introduction guys, today's another 2 in 10 video, and today we're going to be focusing on our back and biceps. So first and foremost, Peak Fitness is about doing things at home with little to no gym equipment, no fancy stuff like that, but using things that you have around at home, such as a backpack, water jugs, maybe you have some type of equipment like resistance tubing and bands, or even some dumbbells. However, our 2 in 10 series is geared towards people who work out both at home and the people who work out at the gym. During our 2 in 10 series though, I'll be showing you what to be doing at home, but give you guys the gym alternatives so that way you guys will have options. Now, the 2 in 10 guys, in the first half of our 2 in 10 series was focused on 2 exercises that worked one particular muscle group, but we had to hit most, if not all, the muscle groups, the muscles in that muscle group. So for example, the chest, I would do 2 chest exercises that hit the majority of the muscle groups. However, I know that most people are in some type of a program where they're doing like a split workout, doing like a push-pull type thing. So for example, back and biceps. So what I'll be focusing on in those is 1 exercise for your back and 1 exercise for your bicep. Now I understand that these particular exercises are what I feel is the best exercise to hit the majority of the muscle group. It doesn't mean it's gonna hit all of them, but it's going to engage a good chunk of them. So now if you are in a pinch for time and you need to get a quick workout in, it's either something or nothing, the 2 in 10 is geared for you because you're gonna be doing 2 exercises in 10 minutes. That's right. So with that guys, let's get into the workout. So if you're at home, the only real thing you're gonna need is some resistance tubing or an elastic band. If you're at the gym, you're gonna need a cable machine. And there is an alternative, which I will tell you at the end, and that would be dumbbells. And I'll give you the alternative ones at the end of this demonstration here. So the very first exercise that we're gonna be doing is going to be the row. Now the reason I chose the row is because it hits a lot of the back muscles. And in this particular case, guys, we're using the band. We're gonna be doing banded rows here. Now, if you're on a cable machine, you're gonna be doing rows, you may be sitting down. Here, we're gonna be standing up. So you get yourself a band, secure it to something vertical. If you don't have like a power rack or some kind of pole, like a garage door track, if you really wanted to, a doorknob, you know, worst case scenarios is you can use a pull-up bar. You may just be kind of at a weird angle doing it, but that will still work. So you're gonna get yourself in a good position. So you wanna be in a semi-wide position, get a good stance, right? And what you want to focus on doing when you do these rows is you can actually allow the shoulders to get pulled forward, because that way when you pull your shoulders back, you're going to engage some of the scapular muscle groups there, like your rear delts a little bit. You're going to be hitting your traps, so you can be hitting those as well, and you get a little bit more of a stretch. And then that way when you go to do the row, when you want to pull back, you want to think about pulling the elbows back and trying to get them to touch each other. So that way you get a good strong contraction. So don't think about pulling the hands in, think about pulling the elbows out and to the side. And try to get them to touch each other. Also, when you're doing this, think about the elbows going back at a 45-degree angle. You don't want the elbow flared up, and you don't want them too far down. Too high up, you're gonna be working more of the rear delts. Too far down, you're gonna start working a little bit more of the the lats. But on a 45-degree angle, you're getting a good combination of both and some of the other muscle groups in between. So you'll be doing this until you get fatigued or you hit muscle failure. And when you're done doing this, you're gonna go right into your next exercise. Now, if you're at a band, you don't need to go any further than this. You can stay right where you're at. If you're doing a cable machine, you may need to adjust the weights because this exercise may be too heavy, and that's going to be elevated curls. Now, what an elevated curl is simply your arm's going to be here, and you're going to be doing the curls here. And the reason you're doing the curls there is because part of the bicep is what brings your arm forward. We know it's attached, your bicep, top portion of your bicep attaches to your front delts. So by being here, you're actually engaging more of the bicep, and we'll curl here so we can get a fuller engagement. So as soon as you get tired, you do your rows. and then you go right in to your curls. Now when you do your curls, try to keep the wrists neutral. You don't want them to be flexing in where you're going to be engaging more of the forearm to help with the actual curl. Now if you want to do that so you can work your forearm, go for it. However, we're focusing on biceps here, so try to keep the wrist neutral. If you really want to, you can keep a flexion there, so that way you completely leave the forearms out and it's all bicep. So you just, as soon as you're done your rows, you start doing your curls. There's really no break in between except for the actual adjustment period. Now if you need to take a quick 30-second break, you can, because you will be using your biceps slightly when doing the rows. If this is too heavy for you guys, step forward to lighten up the tension, or have another band ready so that way you can do them that way. And then as soon as you're tired doing the curls, you go right back into doing your rows. Your rest is the transition period in between. If you absolutely have to take a break in there, try to take it as small as possible. You only got 10 minutes to work out to really get a good pump and a good workout in. Now, if you don't have access to a cable machine, if you're at a gym, or you don't have a band or something like that, but let's say you have some dumbbells, you can do this using dumbbells. All right, you're gonna be doing just bent over rows. So you'd be bent, standing there, kick your butt out a little bit to engage the back, bend over, have your dumbbells in front of you, and then pull back. Same thing, think about bringing the elbows to the back, trying to touch each other so you can get a good contraction. Same thing, keep the elbows about a 45-degree angle, and then as soon as you get tired, you stand up and just do some standing curls. You go back and forth and back and forth. That is an option there. Don't have that, use water jugs. Two backpacks, something along those lines. With that, guys, that's our 2 in 10 video for today. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Also, if you got any comments or suggestions, leave them down below as well. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click that bell for more notifications when videos come out. Also, tell your friends about us. Tell the people about us, right? We're trying to really expand and get people out there. Let them know that Peak Fitness is for people who are regular everyday people, work regular jobs and don't have time for supermodels and type schedules and actor schedules. I show you guys real world things that you can do at home in a short period of time to get good results. So share us, please. You know, we're trying to get big enough so that way I can give you guys things such as maybe free merchandise like t-shirts and maybe even monetary things. I may even do something if we hit 1,000 subscribers. But with that, guys, thank you for watching. And I will see you guys later.